Hi everyone, it's Michelle here today. Thank you so much for joining me. I have 3 really easy cards that I wanted to share and just some fun, simple techniques that you can, send out, or for birthdays, we have like a collage type one and just a simple one with some stamping and these fun little, they almost look like pumpkins or beach balls you could use for either. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab, I'm doing 3 different cards. So today I'm going to be using size 5 by 8, and I'm going to use 3 of them, which I have here. And you can either fold these in half or score at the 4-inch mark to just fold them. I like a nice crease, so I'm going to use my scoreboard to score it at the 4-inch mark. So just go ahead and put your paper on the 8-inch score and just score it right in the middle. So I'm going to do all 3 of them so I have my cards ready. Okay, and that is probably it with my scoreboard. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold these down. The hard part is deciding which paper side you want to use because they're all so pretty. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the little fun collage type. So I typically like to stack it. So let's start with this one. So for my cover, I'm going to be using a 3.5 by 4.5 inch paper. You could pick any of these. I think I'm going to use this one. And then just for some nice, touch, I just add a little bit of stitching. So you can see on the top here, just to make it stand out just a little bit. And I did use foam tape because I wanted it to pop out just a little bit on my cover. I just put a really small amount because you really don't need too much, and just kind of place it on there. I'm going to start with a big floral like this on here. And again, I'm using double-sided foam tape for all of these. And I'm just going to bend it a little bit. I might actually use this guy. See how that looks. And I like to bend the leaves just a little bit to have them pop out. Just kind of tuck it in somewhere. I might actually put that here because I don't want it to block. I wouldn't mind a little bit of stitching there, but I'm using my Hip Kit leaf die for this pretty little accent piece. And you can just see how the card just comes to life so easy, so much better than the store. Grab one of these butterfly stickers too, put it in the back. Some lettering, which I think this is going to go perfect with this. And we already have one really pretty card. I'm just seeing if I can add that. So there we go. There's card number 1. And you saw how easy that was. So now we're going to move to the next one. Which I'm going to do some stamping here. So what I'm going to do with this card is something similar. I'm just going to take a little inch off the front. I'm going to cut it and take 1 inch off the cover. So I have this here. And what I did is just took some of my my little stamp, and I am using today this color, and I had just used some of the cardstock paper and stamped it on there. So now I'm just going to kind of fussy cut it. Out of this. I wanted to use the cardstock so that I could see the stamp more clear. And sometimes I'll just go in and trim this again after I fussy cut it. But I actually like where it's going right now, so I'm probably going to leave it. Just for the example, I want you to see this. So I'm just kind of doing something really simple. I'm just going to crinkle the edges a little bit and add some more double-sided foam tape. And just pop that right here. And there's so many fun little stickers that go perfect in here this month. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. It goes perfectly in here. I'm just going to add some flowers on the bottom. So you see, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You can really do a card just in minutes. I think card making is probably one of my favorite things because I feel like it's so easy to make these come alive. And you don't really need much. You just need a little bit of paper and some tape. And there's so many different things. I could probably make cards all day. Okay. And instead of the dots, I might do the star. Let me see. Oops, I ripped that one off. So just a fun little stamp way you can do your card. And then lastly, let's do these little fun, this would be perfect for like, probably fall right now because they're fun, or the beach, but I tried to make it look like a pumpkin. So in order to do these, I've already done 2 right here. I'm going to show you how I did it. So I have taken my smallest circle out of my nesting dies for my hip kit, and I punched out or cut out 3 of them through my machine. And basically you're just going to fold these in half, directly in half. And we're going to glue them on together. So I'm just going to lightly glue this on here, folding out whichever side you're going to use and just bond it together. And then again, one more time. Oop, that's a glob. Hold on, let me wipe some of that off. Oops. So you're going to have 3. It's going to look like that. Okay, I'm going to let this one dry and go to the next ones. So what you're going to do is just take it and flatten it down. And of course, grab your string. So I'm just going to grab a tiny little piece here. And that'll be the time you can put it on or behind it. And so I'm just gonna glue this down right here. And I kind of just stick them in, and it will dry together. Depending how low or high you want it, I'm just gonna leave mine like that. And you're gonna smack it flat down. And then you have your little design. It's just a fun way to do the card, different, you know. And I'm gonna do it again. Grab some more string. And just remember that backing right there, whatever part is flat, just kind of put it on there. Put your string, and you can make this a little closer depending how you want your loop. And you can just open it up after it dries, but right now I'm just going to leave it. And then the last one right here. So if you want this on an album kind of hanging with a keychain, you typically do 4 and then put in your string. Like you would put this in and then maybe put 1 or 2 more layers, depending how you want it to look. Pretty simple. For those who are new to this technique, it's pretty easy. Okay, so we have our 3 on there. And then of course, this is the fun part. You just stick on some stickers around it. I used a couple of little dots and hearts. And it's not straight. Okay, and then if you really want to add some little extra, what you can do is take a couple of sequins, like smaller ones, and glue it on. So I have this tiny one, I'm just going to stick it on here. So you can see the detail. Just to add a little bit more detail, because this is already pretty fun, so why not just add a little bit more? You could even fill one of these pumpkins up with sequins. It would look so pretty if you have the patience to do that, and it would be so pretty. All right, so hold on, let me add some lettering. Since this is a card, maybe we could say congratulations and add that on there. All right, so those are the cards. I hope these were some fun, really simple, inspiring ideas for you guys. I had a lot of fun making these, love making cards, and just wanted to show you how easy it is just to make, you know, some really fun, you know, cards in a really quick amount of time. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks, everyone, and don't forget to subscribe to the Hit Kid Club for more fun inspiration.